Transmission.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a fast video for you guys speaking about forgiveness. I get asked a lot about forgiveness because, I've been through quite a bit of things in my life, and I have been able to forgive everything that I've been able to find in my life that I needed to forgive. And because of this, when I talk about this type of thing on some of my shows, I get asked a lot of questions about how do you forgive somebody that hurt you? How do you forgive somebody that has done a lot of damage to you? And I thought I would go ahead and make a video basically to explain my thoughts behind forgiveness and why I have an easier time forgiving, I think, than a lot of people do. So I thought maybe I'd give you guys my methods, my way of thinking, and you can run with it and see what happens with it. So first off, I want to introduce the forgiveness topic by basically describing that forgiveness is not about the other person. Forgiveness is never about the other person. It's always about yourself. It's about you. It's for you, not for them. You see, what someone else thinks of you or does to you is their business. It's on them. It's not your business. How you react to it, however, is. So if someone were to call you a jerk, well, that's their karma, so to speak, if you want to go with the karma direction. I tend to go that direction myself, but, look at it however you want. It's theirs. It's their business. You see, you can't control somebody else's mind. They have that privacy in their mind, and what goes on in there, you have no business interfering with. However, you can control your own thoughts and actions, and you can control how you react to the thing that the person does. In other words, again, like if I thought that you were a jerk, that's my business, not yours. But if I tell you that you're a jerk, that's on me, not you. If you, however, were to punch me as a result of my calling you a jerk, well, that punch is then on you. It's your action. It's your responsibility. You're the one that's going to pay the price for the action that you committed. Forgiveness is like our spiritual steam release valve, so to speak. It's about releasing the anger, the hatred, the hurts, the toxic stuff, basically, that's left in us from what the other person did to us or how it made us feel. It's so that we can get away from it, to cleanse it from our auras, so to speak, and not to have that corrupting force on us any longer. Most people, when they think forgiveness, they're really doing nothing more than paying lip service to the idea of forgiveness. They'll say, yes, I forgive you, but they really mean, I'm going to say this so that the situation will ease up, but I'm never going to forget this. Do you see the difference? True forgiveness is absolute. You let it all go. Every little bit of it. Now, that doesn't mean forgetting it and letting them stomp on you again in the future, but it does mean letting go of the emotional attachment that you have to that action or act. And, the best way to start doing that is to say thank you. And I'm serious. Thank the person for what they did because it taught you something. Even if the thing is that you will never let someone else ever do to you again what they did, it's still a learning experience, and you can be grateful for that learning experience. That's how you get out of the negative emotions and into something more positive, or at least more balanced out. You don't even have to thank them out loud. Just do it in that quiet part of yourself and really mean it. If you say it aloud to them, it's very cathartic, though. I will admit that it is. There is a very strong catharsis in the act of telling them thank you, and it really goes far to change their pathway as well. If they have some kind of weird grudge against you, for instance, or if they feel that they have this bullying over you or whatever the case may be, telling them thank you is going to really stop the gears for a few minutes. It's going to really make them think. And it may actually change the whole dynamic of the relationship between the two of you from that point forward. You never know. But that's the power of saying thank you and having an attitude of gratitude for everything, even the bad things. So, as I said, forgiveness is about you, not them. It's never about them. You have to do what you can to move past the emotional traumas and the scars that you carry so that you can actually not be impacted by them at every turn. You see, if you've been hurt in the past, you know how much that it can affect every single relationship that you have in the future. But the reason that it has such a foothold on you is because you've never stepped out of the past and given true forgiveness for what happened to you. You don't have to live subjected to that. You can break free of it, and you can start living your life in the way that you would really like to live it. You can be free of those emotional traumas and the bonds that you carry around with you to that other person. I mean, think about that. Okay, I've come from a past where I was abused. That person that hurt me, if I had not let go of of the act that they did, they had control over everything that I did. From that point forward, from the moment of the abuse forward, they had control over everything that I did and every decision that I made, because of the fact that everything that I did was looked at through the filter of that abused person that I was. And think about your own case. If somebody has hurt you and they did it intentionally, especially intentionally, do you really want that person having that control over you? They would probably laugh at the whole situation. The person that abused me, if they knew that they had such a major impact on my life and that it was carried forward with me for a number of years, they would have laughed maniacally at the whole idea. They would actually take a sick pride in it. These things that I'm speaking about here, these things are not talked about very often, but I think that it's important, again, to come at things from a perspective of this attitude of gratitude, even for the dark things that happen to you, even for the horrible things that happen to you. If you come at things from an abused person, you were abused in your past, they don't have to have that hold over you. You can learn the lesson that was taking place in that time to never allow somebody to abuse you again, to never put yourself into that situation again. If it was a parent, you can learn the lesson to never do that to your own children. And you can be grateful that you were taught that lesson to be able to say, I'm never, ever going to let my children go through what I went through. If you have been hurt by somebody that's been cheating on you, you can learn the lesson and walk away from them and never allow yourself to be in the situation of a cheating relationship again. It's all about the lessons that you take away from it all, and you walk away from it all letting go of the negative emotions because you don't want to have them have a further impact on you for the rest of your days. You can let go of the emotional attachment. You can let go of the torture that it's putting you through on a daily basis. And especially for the memories that we don't actually consciously remember, for the things that we've been through, these things that we don't consciously remember, even those still have an impact on us because they're a part of our entire subconscious emotional makeup. So everything that we do is always looked at through these events of the past. We don't have to have those on us, though. We can let go of that emotional attachment and we can walk away into a brand new life. hopefully you'll take this advice and you'll use it in your own life. It's worked in mine, and I've walked away a much happier person because I let go of all of these things and I forgave everybody in my past for what they did to me. And I learned the lessons and I thanked them for it. And I'm still grateful for those lessons that they taught. And hopefully you can get something out of this and walk away into a better life as well. Thank you for listening. We're going to be live on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Open Eyes and Brothers at Arms. Make sure you guys tune in right here on YouTube, youtube.com/C/Open Eyes Network. If you guys want to go to the audio stream, you could go to openeyesnetwork.com. And if you go to my website also, I have a lot of other things that are available for you guys in forms of writing as well as audios that you guys can take part in and get a lot out of. So until next time, keep safe out there and have fun. And thank you so much as always for listening.